Well, hello everybody, this is Fracture, and I welcome you to Let's Play DeathSpank. And there will be a test at the end of this video, so please pay attention. I did a quick look around to see if I was doing the right thing, destroying those arches to try and find these sigils. I didn't want to read too much again, I don't want to give too much away to myself, I'd rather kind of learn how to do this myself. And it did seem to suggest I was along the right path. I was destroying arches that I was supposed to. One of the arches, they said, was somewhere directly south of the sunken town, which would be in this area. You know, and I'm just a little bit unsure. Because I thought we cleaned out the entire graveyard. And I was expecting the western sigil to be in there. And it looks like we found one. Yeah, there we go. So, reassured, I'm going to go and do the graveyard once again. Of course, there's a chance that the western sigil was the one I just collected. And not the one in the graveyard, but I'm gonna it's easy enough to destroy everything in the graveyard, so let's do that once again. Make sure I didn't miss an arch. And yeah, and the other easy ones to do are directly north of here. I'll just try those again while we're here. Directly north where we picked up the ghost sword in the first place, through the sunken town. I'll just redo those two, just because they're so easy to get to. Oh, looks like we can hand in one already.
Here is the second piece of the sigil.
Indeed, you are powerful, DeathSpank.
Yeah, I know.
Return when you have another piece of the sigil.
I kind of figured that out, but, you know, thank you. Alrighty, so, while we wander around, again, not in much of a talking mood, but I wasn't last time either, and I thought of a topic, and that seemed to work. I'm going to continue on that. So, since we were on the topic of podcasts, I think I'll talk about a podcast that really has no relationship to me. I mean, I talked about Geek a Week, and I'm certainly not a geek. Okay, not a geek. I tried. No, I can't get through that without laughing. I'm so totally a geek. The podcast I'm going to talk about now is called the BBC Ouch Podcast. It is a disability podcast. And I have no disability aside from geekdom, but hey, I enjoy that disability. It's about you know, real, what people would call real disabilities, wheelchairs, blindness, that sort of thing. But it's really funny, and it's a great podcast. Completely, well, no, I wouldn't say completely out of my realm of interest. I don't know why I stumbled across it, to be honest. How I picked it up. I'm always kind of searching through iTunes, so, you know, I may have just randomly stumbled across it. But I have always had sort of an interest in the technical side of a disability, such as accessibility on the web. I've always been interested in that. We're going to redo the graveyard here, if I learn how to press the A button. You know, so the accessibility side of the web and how technology can make things accessible. Artificial limbs, especially like robotic replacements and really highly technical stuff like that. It just fits in with my whole technical thing, and I think one of the best things technology can do is make life easier for somebody. And what's the best way to make life easier for somebody but to remove the part of their disability that is, you know, getting in their way. And I qualify it like that because, of course, just because it's classified as a disability, it may have no impact at all on somebody's life. They may be leading exactly the life they want and be whatever, blind, deaf, or whatever. Anyway, rambling a bit, but I guess that's kind of the idea. One-way conversation, right? So, it's called, I think if you just did a search for Ouch in the podcast, I mean, how many podcasts can be called Ouch? and it's out of the BBC. So one of the things that gives great benefit for, you know, you wouldn't think just because it's out of a different location it would have a dramatic impact, but the US is so ridiculously uptight about disability. You know, you're not even allowed to realize somebody's in a wheelchair. You have to pretend they're not, almost to that extreme where, you know, if you notice somebody has a disability, you're prejudiced immediately, which is absolutely ridiculous. And that kind of overreaction really hasn't hit Britain, or, you know, perhaps it is. I don't live in Britain, of course, so if it's hit Britain, it certainly hasn't hit the two people that are doing this podcast. So if you want to try something out of your normal realm, try Ouch, BBC. And, you know, it looks like we're ending up with the same thing here. I don't think I missed an arch last time through here, so coming through here again is not helping. I think once you get to the secret arch that holds the sigil, it probably gives it to you. I don't think the trick is to keep destroying these arches until it randomly drops a sigil. I don't get the impression it's that kind of a game, so we've destroyed these arches. They haven't dropped a sigil, so these aren't the arches to destroy, is where I'm coming from, I guess. Well, let's see. So we've pretty much... I'm quite sure there wasn't any north of here. And yeah, we're back sort of to the point where I'm not quite sure where the next set of arches is. So I'm not going to actually fight anything. I think I'm going to run a loop through the field of bone. Let me go south of here. What the heck? I don't think you've actually seen this on video. I came through here once. And these swarmers are kind of strange, because if you don't hit them right away, they kind of scream, like that one in the upper... Yeah, I don't know, it's weird. Hard to describe. He pulls this exploding spider out of his head, I think is what he's doing. I'll let him do it again. I'll let the next one do it again, just so you can see the animation. So I'll just sit here and block. Maybe the one that's attacking you doesn't look like it. Okay, I need to get a couple going at me, I guess. And I see my inventory is full, so that's the next step. Let's grind up some of my weapons, some of my armor. Let's hope I don't put myself... Oh darn, I guess I got better shoulders than those shoulders of the frozen north. However, I don't think I'm going to grind those up. I'm going to hold on to those, maybe put them in my town inventory. I think I'll try and... Yeah, okay, well, we'll keep that too. We probably don't need it. Lots of potions here that we could really probably trash, but for now that's given me some inventory. So, I've forgotten what I was talking about.
I don't have a key to open this blasted treasure chest.
Oh yeah, just fight a couple more of these and let you see the animation. So keep an eye on these guys. One of them will probably start like pulling at his own head. It's kind of bizarre. Yeah, there they go. The two at the top are doing it. Oh, he pulls his head right off. Okay, that's kind of strange, to say the least. So he pulls his head off, throws it on the ground, and grows a new head. Tell me that's not unique. Well, kind of like the Thing, but he didn't pull his own head off. Somebody pulled it off for him. Anybody know what I'm talking about? You've got to be fucking kidding. Best line in the movie ever. Not because it's a great line, it was just what everybody in the audience was thinking. This guy's head comes off, drops on the ground, and then sprouts giant spider legs and starts running across the room, and the guy just looks at it and You gotta be fucking kidding. Alright, so graveyard done. I was gonna do a lap of the boneyard. If I can, I won't bother fighting anything. I'll just do a lap and see if there's a an arch that I've forgotten near the top. I have a feeling we'll have such a huge crowd chasing me. I may have to do some fighting, especially if I find an archway. We're basically screwed. Yeah, it looks very arch-free. Alright, let's hope these guys don't follow me too long. Once I cleared out my inventory, did I pick up that piece of armor that dropped? I think I probably did. I was probably standing right on top of it when... Yeah, okay, let's get out of here. What's that? That is nothing. And there looked like there was a little area... Oh! Lucky I came and looked. If this is the place, I would be very annoyed. Actually, I don't recall coming this far over... Wow, these things are quite painful if you let them... Try not to die. Run away while I'm eating this burger. Burgers are expensive in this realm. Probably because the cows are armed. The chickens are stupid, but the cows are hyper intelligent. So, sigil? Whoa! See, that's lucky. So close to not noticing that. Okay, so if that was west, then just south and I guess east would be... It might be an area we haven't visited yet. But I see we're getting close to the end of this particular video. We're down to 45 seconds remaining. So I think I'll just stand by this outhouse, the aroma being so appealing, and say, as I always do, I thank you for watching, I thank you for listening, and I encourage you to leave comments, suggestions, or infantile abuse. I promise I read it all. Didn't forget that sentence this time. And if you like my videos, don't forget to give me the thumbs up or subscribe to my channel. And that podcast I was talking about again was the BBC Ouch podcast. So we will see you in the next video. Cheers.